again. It's nice to see you. Welcome to another episode of the Midnight Drive. You know, I'm here with my my good friend. He's a guest tonight. His name is Ryan, and we've been in videos in the past together. And he has a YouTube channel of his own. So I thought, you know what? Let's bring him on. Let's hear what he has to say. We're going to be talking about things, and yeah, here he is.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. Very excited to be here. It's an honor. You know, it's not every day someone asks you to go for a drive at midnight and doesn't want to steal your money, so I'm very excited to be here.
Well, you know what? That's what I love to do. Now, I was mentioning actually earlier today about how loud my car is. You notice that? Like
I've never felt that it's been loud, and I've been in this. We went to Toronto with this, and it was no issue for us. So.
Well, that's because it was quiet when we went to Toronto.
Oh, it's just you just haven't been keeping up on the maintenance then?
No, the Cadillac or something. I don't know. The Cadillac converter or something.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That thing broke off, and now the exhaust is just loud. And yeah, no, I was mentioning this earlier because we were talking about it. So I've always been wondering if I should like turn down the audio maybe, or like try and find a way to like mute the car. Maybe if just film the driving separately. Obviously, yeah,
we were talking about that.
Yeah. But anyways, tonight we're going to be talking about Sonic because we're both fans of the franchises, and my buddy here has been playing a lot of Mania recently.
I have. I was playing it right before you came and picked me up. And
I showed up at his house and said, "Get in the car."
It's so good.
It's time to go.
It's so good. I have a need for speed. It's lucky I'm not driving. Be going speed.
Well, you know, it looks like we're going fast when I speed the clips up, so that's good. Basically, we're both hyped about the new Sonic movie coming out this year. I believe it's coming out in 200 and something days. Is that this year or next year?
Oh, I don't even know, man.
Oh, they post on Twitter about it all the time, and they're like, 272 days left, and I'm like, oh.
Dude, that's gonna be next year. That's 2022, 100%.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, the math does add up. It will probably be next year. Probably be like early next year, maybe spring. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm surprised though that they didn't like try and make the movie launch around Sonic's birthday. You know, as it just passed now, Sonic's 30th. Make it launch on Sonic's 31st.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, with the first one being released in 2020, you would have to either like postpone that one, or you know what I mean. To me, it's like, you know, what can you do? It's like
you don't want too much time between.
You get the movie done, and you don't want to sit on it, right? You have like the Black Widow situation, where it's just like, this feels like this should have been out a long time ago. And Marvel's like, we've been sitting on a cut for a year. It's like, okay.
Well, if you've been sitting on it, then why haven't you shown us yet, Marvel?
July 9th, buddy. July 9th.
July 9th? Oh, okay. I'll see that with you then.
Probably not.
Probably not. Excuse me. I waited to see Joker with you.
I know, but I'm not making this promise today.
You don't want to make it alive on camera, eh?
No.
Well, anyways, so what are your thoughts on Sonic Mania? Because since you've been playing it a lot recently.
It's definitely my favorite 2D Sonic game.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I like, you know, like maybe it's the fact that they've had so much time to like think about it or something, but like
so much time to think about it, and by that you mean hire people who make Sonic fan games?
Like the game, like I'm just watching it and I'm like, this is like some like really intense 16-bit action.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot, it's really dynamic, and I like the way that like the environments move, and I like the way that it's like visually representative of it, but it's crisp, you know what I mean? And I think it's
crisp because it's not actually 16-bit.
Yeah, not 16-bit, obviously.
It just looks like it.
And it's like, and you know what I mean? Like, I just like the fact that, you know, you get some of those games and they get so, like, muddy, and you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Have you played Freedom Planet?
No, I haven't.
So that's a game on Steam, and it was clearly inspired by Sonic because it plays like all the old Sonic games.
Oh,
looks like it too,
yeah. Runs fast.
Yeah, you just move fast. So you play as like a dragon person instead. But there's other characters. The second character you get is basically Tails as well. So you can tell it's basically inspired by Sonic.
If I wanted to play Sonic, I'd play Sonic, okay?
That's true. But this is, you know, different levels, and I guess you have an attack. It's kind of like a mix of Sonic and Rocket Raccoon. Clearly the creators of it.
Raccoon? Do you mean?
No, wait, not Rocket Raccoon. That's the Guardian character.
I know which one you're talking about.
The Genesis game.
The Blue Knight guy, yeah. What's his name? I don't remember. We'll think of it.
Yeah, like Jump Rocket something, or...
is it like Jet Knight or something?
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure raccoon is in the name somewhere, because he is a raccoon.
No, he's like a marsupial. I mean,
he's a marsupial?
I don't know. He's like the mighty marsupial or some shit.
But
I apologize
anyways.
for my language.
That's okay. I'll just bleep it out.
What was I gonna say?
Anyways, so I really liked Sonic CD. That's probably one of my favorite 2D games, and I really liked how Sonic Mania actually has a level from Sonic CD, and it has both the daytime and the nighttime version as different like acts in said level.
I liked the Back to the Future, like over 88 miles per hour in Sonic CD.
Oh,
that's probably the one that I've played the least, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
I really dug 2 and 3. 2 and 3 were my jam.
Yeah.
And I really like 3 because they really made Tails feel really unique and distinct. Mm-hmm. Where I felt like in 2 he's just a Sonic clone, but then in 3 they give him that like little like.
You felt like he was a Sonic clone in 2?
Well, I mean he was, but
he can fly.
No, he can't on 2.
He can.
I'm pretty sure he can too.
In 2 he follows you around, but you can fly as him and pick up Sonic still.
Yo, I'm pretty sure he can. Or Tyler was just my brother, by the way, was just bad at playing Tails because we always played it together. So maybe it was him who didn't know how to do it, but he could do it in Sonic 3. So I don't know. I could be off base.
Maybe he was just another Sonic clone.
I do remember hating the Acropolis, wherever that was, where the water would rise.
Oh yeah, a lot of people didn't like the water levels, especially because you can't breathe underwater in the Sonic games.
He's a hedgehog, of course you can't breathe underwater, but he...
Yo, explain the Plumber Mario then, okay?
Okay.
He's a human.
I'm not going to.
Can you breathe underwater?
He has like that, he has super Italian powers.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, the mustache holds oxygen. We know this is a science fact.
I can't argue this one. Well, anyways, speaking of, since you like Sonic Mania, did you catch the fact that like this opening song in the like cinematic for Sonic Mania, and it's also used for the trailer music, was the music that the Sonic movie opens up with?
I think you mentioned it to me.
Oh, but you didn't catch it the first time?
No. I was just excited that the movie didn't suck.
Oh.
I was like, oh my god, it's watchable, and not even that, I'm actually enjoying myself. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
I really enjoyed the movie. There's so many like small references in it and big references that really, you know, you can be like a diehard fan and see all the little things and like just love the movie for the fact that they're like actively showing off all these little things, or you can just be like a new fan or somebody who's not like a big fan and just be happy with the fact that they're showing off like small references and still making like a good movie. Like
I think that I think there are some elements that I'm definitely like, one, I hope that the sequel dives into a little bit more.
Yeah.
I hope that it gets a little weirder and gets a little more willing to explore some of those other worlds and stuff like that.
Oh, of course.
Like, I think like the elements are all there for a solid and fun like kids movie.
I agree.
And like I think that like the big thing that really helps this one out is like it's like the family friendliness of it all, and the fact that people are going to be like, oh, like we're so nostalgic for Sonic, and their kids are like, ha ha ha, funny blue guy. And
he did the floss. Funny blue guy.
Man, if you haven't seen it, go on the Chance Bros. We get mad at our friend who reviews movies because he gave it a bad review. And
I was actually genuinely so upset that he gave that movie a bad review, and the entire basis behind his bad review was he did the floss. But you know, that's not the only movie that he gave a bad review to that we loved. Remember Sonic, Godzilla King of the Monsters? Like, his review opened up with, you know, when you go to a movie theater, okay, you're there to enjoy the movie and enjoy the surroundings. But it's hard to enjoy it when there's some insert swears here holes on the other side who are high out of their mind and drunk out of their mind and just making a loud noise. And we watched this review and started laughing to ourselves because we actually went to that movie high out of our mind, and we were like, I wonder if he's talking about
I didn't hear anybody making any noise. I don't know what he's talking about. And in my defense, because I was the one who almost got us kicked out, was the main guy whispers too much, and it really just didn't sit right with me. You know, like you get into these movies and there's all this stuff going on, but he comes in and he's like, oh my god, what is happening?
What is going on?
Yeah, like right at the bottom.
I'm Batman.
Like not even like in an audible mode. I feel like everybody in the movie's like, what was that? One more time, please? Huh?
Can we get another take a little bit louder, please?
In Kong vs. Godzilla, he's a lot more vocal. I think that he got over the death of his son because his ex-wife died, and he was able to hang out with 11, so it was great times. I thoroughly enjoyed those movies, though. Those are also
man,
good
speaking of 11,
12.
Cannot wait for Stranger Things, the new season.
Oh, yeah, Stranger Things. Yeah, no, I
really love that show.
I don't know. I'm torn between being like, how much better would it have been if it was just a one-shot miniseries? It was just that first incredible season.
But think about it at the same time, if other shows that we really love were like that. Like, imagine if Cobra Kai was one season. I would feel it was incomplete.
Well, yeah, because it's not a complete narrative.
It is a complete narrative with just one season.
No, Miguel has so much to go through. What are you talking about?
Oh, Miguel has his whole moments by the end of the second season.
Man, I'm so hyped for season 4.
I love that show so much, though.
It is so good. It is way better than it has any right to be. There's no reason a sequel like this should surpass the original in like so many ways, but like it enhances the narrative and the story, which you'd be like, you're watching Karate Kid. Who cares? Bully beats up kid learns karate, kid gets revenge. Done. But they're like doing it with like nuance, and they're like, what about the bully? What's up with that guy?
How does the bully feel today?
How does the bully feel about everything?
Is the bully actually a bad guy or just misled by his sensei?
Turns out he's not so good. Turns out didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really hope that my life doesn't hinge on one of those events, because like I don't know if I can handle being like, yeah, I got beaten in a karate tournament at 14. That it threw my life into a different trajectory. I was gonna be. He was
at least 18. Okay. That was his final year of high school. Come on.
But like, could you imagine you get beat up once in the end of high school and it's just like your entire life derails as a result of it? Whoa.
That's what I would blame. That one fight I lost in high school.
God, did he lose it?
Back onto Sonic though, because I guess we got a little bit sidetracked. What do you think about like Sonic 2, the plot? How do you think it's going to turn out? And what would you like to see for Sonic 3?
Well, we've already talked about Sonic 2, you and I together. And I've already said that
I think Knuckles is going to start off as a bad guy in heavy quotes.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's not actually a bad guy. I think that's just going to be like just like the games where he's, you know, he protects the emeralds and somehow Eggman has misled him into thinking Sonic is done it.
I think that's smart to go down the Sonic 3, like where he like shows up and he's just like doing his job kind of vibe, you know what I mean?
But by the end of the game, he helps you take down the Death Egg.
And I think that'd be really interesting.
Wow, this is a really bad street.
I think that it'd be really interesting to see them get a little more outlandish with it. And get a little bit more, like you know what I mean? Obviously they're introducing other animals, so I'm like, yo, who else are we getting? You know what I mean? That's a big question right there.
I think it would be really good for them to start introducing like more characters, but the problem is when they get too close to Sonic Adventure, like how are you gonna bring in parts where it's like Rose the Bat is a government agent? Like, why wasn't this mentioned in the first movie?
Man, you I think that with any franchise, you got to adapt. And so that doesn't mean taking every single element from everything.
Yeah.
And obviously there are going to be characters who aren't going to make the cut. And I think that, you know, I think that they're kind of inevitably going to get into the Sonic Adventure stuff, because it's like, you're looking for
Sonic Adventure 1 is going to be the third movie, hands down.
I'm thinking 2, because 2 is the one with Shadow, and I figure that they're going to really be hard pressed to avoid using Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, think about the icon. He's a very popular character. And you're just like,
but you can't just lead into 2 without showing off, like, getting the world mixed with all these, like, with all the characters from, like, Sonic's world.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
But that's what Sonic Adventure, like, brings in, like, when they did it with the Sonic X, that's how they kind of try to tie it all together.
Okay, well, buckle up here, okay? Because this is my little moment to shine,
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm thinking that, like, you know, like I said, adapt. You take elements that you need. So everything that's happening alongside, like, what would be our Sonic, like, 3 adaptation, it's like a Sonic 3 and a Sonic Adventure 1 adaptation. So Knuckles is coming through, but so are all these other characters, and they're introducing them into the world, and they're kind of covering the same ground, getting them to where they are now. I mean, making them public knowledge, and being like, yeah, there's little animals with superpowers that run around. And they fight a crazy scientist who dances in his semi-truck. You know, like, I think you just gotta embrace the weirdness.
Okay.
And just go for it. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I think that, you know, like, you get someone good like Sylvester Stallone as
you get someone good like Sylvester Stallone as Knuckles?
Yeah, you get him as Knuckles. He's going out of speed, Knuckles, get out of here. Because he boxes, right? He's got the big gloves. He's like, hey, get out of here. You think you're quick and what? You know what I mean?
Adrian! What are you doing, Adrian? Oh my lord, imagine that if Knuckles was played by Sylvester.
Okay, buckle up. Michael Cera as Tails. Come on now.
They already have Tails. He was at the end of the first movie.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can replace actors.
Replace him!
Like, nobody's gonna know.
Why would you do Michael Cera as Tails?
Because he's got
that,
like,
picture to me.
Okay, first of all, it's Michael Cera. Like, you know what I mean? He's got that whole, like, that, like, soft-spoken voice that Tails is known for. Two, I could totally see him flying a plane.
He doesn't fly a plane. He's coming to this world, and he's right now flying with his tails. I know he gets a plane, but he doesn't make that until Sonic Adventure.
They're stealing that plane. James Marsden is going to ride in that plane, and he's going to be like, Sonic, get off the wing. And Sonic's like, you're not my dad. He's going to get, like sucked away. And then he's going to turn Super Saiyan and, like, yeet past them and fly in and punch Jim Carrey into another dimension. Again.
Actually, that's something I'm really curious about. How do you think Jim Carrey is going to come back? Do you think he's going to either, do you think he's going to come back by, how do I explain this? Like, if the echidnas are in this mushroom planet. Because,
well, I mean, we saw them on Sonic's planet. They were there.
Yeah, we saw some of them, but here's the thing.
I guess they're
with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the first level is that mushroom zone. And that's where the Death Egg falls at the end of Sonic 3. It falls into that zone at the first level of Sonic and Knuckles. So I'm wondering if this mushroom planet was a reference to that and is a reference to the fact that, you know, Knuckles is going to be, like, Eggman's going to get back by by Knuckles being there, or even the Chaos Emeralds, or Eggman's gonna get back by getting to Sonic's original planet.
I think that either way, Knuckles is gonna be who gets him back.
Yeah.
And I think that he's gonna be manipulating Knuckles. And I think that
100%
one of the easiest things is, well, I think that it's kind of almost impossible to avoid not introducing the Chaos Emeralds at this point. I understand.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely coming in this next movie.
You can't do Supersonic in the first movie. Supersonic for me is like movie 2. End of the trilogy type vibe stuff.
Oh, it's not going to be a trilogy. That is going to be a 10-movie series, okay?
10 movies.
This is going to be a full, complete saga.
No,
it's going to outsell Star Wars.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Sit down. Be humble. Like, what? Like...
No, but anyways, what I'm thinking, though, is that if that's not the case... the other option of, like, Eggman coming back, like, if he doesn't come back alone or just with Knuckles, is the whole Sonic X thing where Sonic's world gets merged with the human world by like, literally Eggman's base, like, messing up in that world.
And maybe it will.
And I wonder if they're gonna try and do something like that, where the fight gets taken to that planet with Eggman, and what if Eggman has a base there and he's sending badniks out, basically, and that's the final fight of that movie. And it gets pulled back, and that's how they merge the worlds together.
You know what I want to see?
Leading into a Sonic 3 with all the characters, but no Sonic Adventure 2, because I'm sorry, it's just, you can't, like, skip ahead that quickly. No, you can't.
Can adapt and pick and choose.
But here's the thing, the badniks are made out of the little creatures from Sonic's world.
Yeah.
So...
But how funny would it be if it was actual things from our world? And, like, he, like, smashed them, and, like... I mean, he had the drones. The drones aren't perfect, though. No, I know. And I think... Like,
they don't have personality. You know the little drill guy in the show? The little bird, the chicken thing?
Say, those are what I want to see. I want to see him have gone, like, insane and constructed these 2 robots to keep him company. And they're just like, you know, like the Three Stooges. They're just buffoons and they just do dumb stuff. And like, they just play off Jim Carrey. You get like, I don't know, Orlando Bloom to play one. What's he done lately? Like that
Orlando Bloom
fairy
to play,
show?
Get Brendan Fraser to play the other one? What has he done recently,
Brendan Fraser, come on now. You save Brendan Fraser for Shadow the Hedgehog. Don't toss a lifetime, like, that man is definitively one of the greatest actors to ever live. Have you seen The Mummy? I know you have.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
I love it.
He's unreal. Could you imagine?
Honestly though, Brendan Fraser, if they put him in a Sonic movie, I wouldn't want to have him as anyone animated. He'd have to be like a physical. Yeah, you'd have to see his face.
You don't bring Brendan Fraser on and not put him.
But it's the same thing with Sylvester Stallone. When you said have him play Knuckles, you can't just not have Sylvester's face in the movie.
You both have it on. You both have it on.
That's like saying, that's like saying get Tom Hanks to play a character that's not visually there. Like, why would you do that?
Woody?
Yeah, but his brother can do his voice perfectly as well.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just get his brother? It's a lot cheaper. Just say Tom Hanks was on it.
No. You can't come in here and start.
Just say Mr. Hanks.
You can't just chirp. You can't just chirp.
And Mr. Hanks as Tails.
I'm coming back. Because you can't just come in here and start
Miles Tails Prowler.
No, his brother doesn't have the nuance, okay? He's not as good of an actor. No offense to William Hanks or whatever his name is, but Tom is just a much better actor. He made us care about the fact that he lost a volleyball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, man, everybody says Wilson all the time. And so, I think he brings...
Wilson!
He brings something to the role of Woody, and I don't think you can just, like, toss that aside. You know what I mean? I think that Woody's Woody, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need your doll delivering an Oscar-worthy performance in your toy box, you know what I mean? Nobody needs that. I mean, it'd be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm genuinely though really excited for this movie.
Me too. I'm really enjoying the franchise. I think it's got a lot of potential.
Honestly, I've been calling this video series vlog, but I think I should just change the name to like podcast, right?
I don't even know, man. I think you do different things with this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you got guests, sometimes you don't. Like,
the thing is like even if it's a vlog, it's not really like I'm not on the camera, so. But what's the difference between a vlog and a podcast? Because there are podcasts where people just say stories and talk as well, right?
I think that the big difference really just comes down to, like, vlogs are just kind of like usually like one-on-one, I think, and podcasts are just like a bunch of people talking and kind of like.
Yeah, but there's lots of podcasts where it's just one person as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end the video here because it's definitely hitting a big amount of time, and I know that my editing program to actually upload this video to YouTube really hates it when they're long videos. So, Ryan, before I end this, tell me something really quickly. The thing you're most excited about Sonic 2 coming out.
I think
that we know.
I'm most excited about the fact that we're getting Tails and Knuckles in it. I think that it's just a really, really solid decision, and I'm very happy with it. And I think that it's a good escalation of the show.
Honestly, I'm really excited as well about Tails and Knuckles. I've always been a huge Tails fan, like when I was a kid. So I'm really excited for Tails to come in.
Yeah, me too.
And Knuckles is cool too, but. If they don't make his personality sandpaper, then it's not Knuckles, right?
I'm telling you. Sylvester Stallone as Knuckles.
I'm just teasing at all the Knuckles fans. I know he has personality. But anyways, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And if you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. I guess we'll see what YouTube actually does with the likes and the dislikes. Because I sure don't know. And don't really hit the notification bell unless if you really genuinely enjoy all these videos. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye, guys.